Hello my blinkers, welcome back. Today we're doing a custom order that I had to do with a logo, and we're going to use the print and cut option on Cricut and some other fun stuff. So let's start with the Tumblr. I need to decide first of all how big I wanted the logo to be on the Tumblr, and because the shape and the look of the logo, I decided the right size will be around 8 centimeters, and because it's a round logo, it's going to be 8 centimeters all around, like width and length. And then on the other side of the cup, I want to have the name of the company. So this is going to be around 14 centimeters. And now that we have our sizes and you see how I measure it up, we can go to Cricut Design Space and work a little bit. So here we are at Cricut Design Space, and I have uploaded the logo and the name. So for the logo, I want it to be around 8 centimeters. Then I need to make this size correct, and it's going to be around 8.5 centimeters. And for the name, I said I wanted it 14 centimeters, so I just correct the size to be around 13.5 centimeters, and we're ready. Now we need to make sure that the logo is under print and cut, because this is how we're going to do it. And the name is just a regular vinyl, and we're going to just make sure it's basic cut. Now we can click make it, and then the next stage will be to print on my printer and to cut. So you can see I have 2 trays. I have one with the print and cut area and what we need to do, and the other one is just for the vinyl. After printing everything, we are ready to start with the tumbler. And first of all, I'm going to clean with a little bit of alcohol. I'm going to clean it because you know you have oils on your fingers, and we have stickers here, and we want everything to be right and clean so everything sticks the best way. And after we clean it, I'm going to start with the name, because this is going to give me the direction to put the logo on the back. So it's really easy. I'm just peeling off the sticker and applying it to the tumbler. And now that we have this centered and on, I can flip the tumbler to the other side. So you see I have the name in the back, and I have exactly the opposite side, and we can stick our logo. Now this one was hard to peel, but I managed to do it in the end. Almost there. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I got it. So now I'm going to center it, and we'll be done with this part. Just like that. Perfect. Now, because this sticker is just a regular paper sticker, I have no coating on it, I have nothing to protect the print. I'm going to do a layer of Mod Podge on it, just to make sure that the colors are safe and you can wash the tumbler and nothing gets ruined. So I'm just pouring some Mod Podge on it, and of course I have way too much, but I'm going to take off some of it because more is more, and why not? No, actually this is not a good example for more is more because we don't need all this Mod Podge on it. So after I just brush everything, I'll start taking off some of the Mod Podge, and you can see that because the sticker is just a regular paper one, I have some wrinkling now. The Mod Podge like got it wet, but it's super easy to get rid of it. I just dab the brush on the wrinkle and it straightened it up, and like nothing wrong. You can see there are other places on the sticker, like right here and in the red area that I have one. I just take my brush and I push the sticker down, and that fixed the problem. So now we're gonna let it dry, and then we can start blinging the logo. But for now we can move to the other side and start with the name. So to do the blinging of the letters, I'm going to use 6 SS rhinestones and some smaller sizes because we have some curves and this font is it's not straight. So I'm going to use the 6, and I think I'm going to use some 3 also, and just work with the lines. Now here you can see, like in the end of the letter, I'm going to use 6 SS and then a really small one in the top corner just to make it perfect. Voila. Now let's start moving a bit faster.
I see colors in the mirror, things are getting clearer. Save me from decadence. Let the sky be filled with neon, pockets full of teardrops. Make me feel limitless. Make me feel limitless.
Great, now that it's done, we can start with the logo. The Mod Podge is dry, and I'm going to use some clear rhinestones. These are glass rhinestones with no backing, no foil on the back, no color. So it actually looks just like drop of water, drop of glass. And it's perfect for this project because this logo has so many gradient colors and so many shapes inside that if I would try to do that with rhinestones, it doesn't matter how small and how many colors of rhinestones I have, it will never be perfect and will never be the same. So with these clear rhinestones, this is the easiest way and the best way to do complicated pictures. And you know, when you have like a dog face, or your child, or anything that it's more intricate with colors, the clear rhinestones are the best solution. So I have no method here, I'm just filling up the best way that I can fill the spaces. As it could be, you know, honeycomb, it could be scattered, whatever fits the area that I'm doing. So just moving a bit faster now, and I'm going to complete the whole logo with the rhinestones. And right now when you're working, it looks like a mess because you just see the glue underneath and you don't see the colors and you don't see the point, and you think your project is ruined, but trust me, it's not. It's going to look beautiful once it dries. Now we're all done and we can start blinging the tumbler. Now you see there is a line here, the bottom part of the tumbler is divided with a line. I'm going to use that line to do our first row, and it's critical that it will be as straight as you can because this will give the tone for the rest of the tumbler, and if this line is crooked, the rest of the lines will be crooked. So pay extra attention to this one and just make it as straight as you can. Now we're getting to that point where if you did everything right, the rhinestones should fit perfect, and then there's that place for the last one. So satisfying. Now I'm just gonna let the tumbler, that glue, dry for like 20 minutes before we can continue. And guys, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, I will really appreciate if you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Now we can actually start blinging the tumbler, and we're using a clear AB glass rhinestone. The size is 20 SS, and we are just going up the lines and with the tumbler. Now as I was going, I realized that I needed a black line all along around the logo because the logo was very colorful and the AB stone is also very colorful, so it becomes like one and you don't really see the logo inside. So what I did is just I took the same small 6 SS black rhinestones and I just go all around the logo with this, and this way we can make some separation between the color of the background and the color of the logo, and also the name in the back is black rhinestones, and this kind of make it work together. It's not that we have the black on one side and then only those pastel colors on the other. Now the black line is just made it look more finished, I think. So I'm gonna fast forward and do all around the logo. And now we can just continue build up the lines, and I'm going to use mostly 20 SS, but you are going to need some filler stones, and filler stones are just the same color rhinestone in different sizes, so you have the option to fill in all those little cracks and gaps. Now we get to the top part, and for that I have a little line, I hope you can see it, that I score on the tumbler. Now in order to do that I just put the lid on, and I have a little sharp tool that I go around the edge, and then I have this little line that it's a guide for me for where I need the rhinestones to stop, like what is the top of the rhinestones. And as you can see, we are just adding the rhinestones and it perfectly fits, but not everything is perfect, because you will soon see that I have a crooked line and I have a little bit of a tummy, and my rhinestones don't get to the top, to the line that we just created, and that's really easy to fix, and really no one is going to notice it, but I'm going to show you anyway. So you see here where is the scored line and where is the last line of rhinestones. You can see that we have a gap, right? You see perfect, and then not so perfect. But this is very easy to fix it. We're just going to use some small rhinestones and no one is going to know, believe me. Now you see I'm just placing small rhinestones and making a perfect line in the top with the small rhinestones, and when the glue dries and the rhinestones are in place and you put the lid on, you can't see it, and this is the best way for me. This is how I do it. I know some people do it on the bottom, but I like to do it like that. Now for the bottom part, I'm going to use different color rhinestone and we're going to paint it, but first we're going to do one more row of the AB color because I just want 2 lines of orange. It's going to mimic the 2 lines that are going to be on the lid, so I'm just going to quickly do 1 row. And now that we are done, I can start painting the bottom that it's going to be for the orange, what you're going to see in the middle. So I'm just going to paint it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be, it's an undercolor for the rhinestones. And I'm going to let it dry for 20 minutes and we can continue. So now that it's dry, we can add the 2 rows of the orange rhinestone, and you will see in a minute why I didn't fuss so much about making the color perfect, because when you put the rhinestone there, you see it's just the color between the rhinestones, and most of it is going to be covered anyway with the rhinestone. We just want it to be like extra professional and look good. And again, that satisfying moment that you have done everything right and the last rhinestone fits perfectly in there is the best. Yay, we're done. Now we're going to do the same process with the lid. So I'm going to paint the sides with the orange color, and then once it dries, we're going going to bling it with the orange rhinestones. So now that it's dry, we can start adding the rhinestones, and this is why we did the 2 rows in the bottom, because these leads have 2 rows on the side, so it's going to be very symmetrical and very eye-pleasing.
Hit you like an ocean. You won't be prepared. Anyway the wind blows, playing in a window, breathing with no air.
And now for the last part of this lead. Now this lead has so many curves and shapes inside. It's crazy, but we have to do it. So I'm just going to use 3 different kinds of sizes, 3 different sizes of rhinestones. I'm going to use 20 SS, 16, and I think I'm going to use 10 and 6 also, just to make everything perfect as we can. And we are about to finish this beauty. So yay, look at that, we're all done. Look at the colors, look at the bling. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, and I don't even like orange. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!